I have a BFF.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the Pattaya Movie Channel. Today I present to you a tale of a human trafficking ring targeting beautiful women, forcing them into unsavory circumstances. The joyful summer vacation is approaching. The young and lovely protagonist, Lisa, and her best friend, Brittany, chat excitedly in their room. They decide to seize this rare opportunity to indulge in the delights of shopping in New York. But before that, they need to find temporary jobs to earn enough for their trip. Their mother wholeheartedly supports their summer social practice. As a result, she contacts a friend to arrange jobs for the girls at an eco-farm, Bright. And early the next day, Lisa's uncle David makes a special trip to escort the girls to the station. David, an FBI agent, values safety awareness. Before parting, he specifically instructs them, upon arrival at the farm, to use a predetermined code to assure their family of their safety. The bus will take some time to arrive. The girls head to the supermarket to use the restroom, but are informed that the store does not have facilities for customers. Apologizing, they prepare to leave. The clerk warmly bids them farewell and advises them that the neighborhood isn't very safe. Refrain from accepting drinks from strangers. Lisa thanks the clerk, but does not take their words to heart, with ample time to spare. They visit a nearby cafe to pass the time, inquiring about available restrooms. The owner, a bearded man, instantly beams with a smile upon seeing the beauties seeking help. His eyes, filled with lascivious intent, sweep over them incessantly, making Brittany feel rather uneasy. At this moment, a pair of brothers approach to strike up a conversation. Seeing the handsome and charming duo, Lisa lets her guard down, revealing their upcoming itinerary. Upon learning the girls are heading to a mountain organic farm, the brothers offer to give them a lift, claiming it's on their way. The girls, swayed by their warmth, cast aside all reservations, and so they ride the pickup truck towards the mountains. At first, everyone is chatting and laughing, but it doesn't take long for the girls to sense something is amiss. The pickup truck has long missed the turnoff for the farm, yet it continues to move forward. Brittany nervously grasps Lisa's hand, asking the elder brother where he intends to take them. He responds with a mysterious smile, saying they will find out soon enough. Before long, the truck stops outside a rural farmhouse. With apprehension, Lisa and Brittany disembark. The brothers finally reveal their intentions. They wish to invite the beauties to their home, but feared rejection. So they resorted to this ploy. They promise. After a brief rest, they will resume their journey to the farm. At this moment, the brothers' mother emerges from the house. The elderly lady with a kindly face warmly invites the girls inside to rest. Unable to decline their hospitality, the girls reluctantly follow her in. The interior is simply decorated rustic charm, filling the air, promoting relaxation and ease. Lisa takes out her phone, sends a coded message to her uncle, signaling their safety. In her eyes, there is no danger here. The old lady is amiable and easygoing, serving homemade delicacies to their guests. The girls, famished from their journey, immediately dig in without waiting for an invitation. But before long, Brittany finds her vision becoming inexplicably blurred. Alert, she grabs Lisa by the arm and dashes towards the door. But they don't make it far before collapsing. The brothers carry them back. When they regain consciousness, they are horrified to find themselves locked inside a container deep in the forest. They scream for help, desperately hoping someone will hear them. At that moment, the younger of the two brothers, carrying a long gun, strolls over nonchalantly. No one will answer your cries here in this desolate wilderness. It turns out the brothers specialize in abducting beautiful girls to use them as tools for profit. Soon after, a man with a full beard comes to check on the situation by the container, taking the opportunity to scold his unruly younger brother. It appears he is the leader of this criminal organization. The bearded man takes Lisa's phone, sending a message home to report their safety, unaware that according to Lisa and her uncle's agreement, the first letter of the message's suffix must follow a predetermined sequence. The bearded man's incorrect code reveals everything. Regrettably, Officer David's phone is not with him at the moment, thus he does not immediately detect the problem. Lisa and Brittany suffer humiliation and torment deep in the forest. The three villains even force them to bathe in public, as the girls find themselves in dire straits. An elderly police officer with a gun emerges from the woods. They immediately cling to him like a lifeline, seeking refuge behind him. Lisa assumes her uncle saw the coded message and sent help for them. But to their surprise, the officer is actually in league with the three human traffickers. He is not here to uphold justice, but to indulge in debauchery and satisfy his base desires. After exchanging a few words with the brothers, old Officer Ethan swallows a blue pill and enters the container where Lisa is. Before long, he emerges, pulling up his pants, satisfied, leaving Lisa lying there silently shedding tears. Their bleak existence continues soon after. New clients arrive at the container, this time a curly-haired man choosing Brittany, the man with violent tendencies, not only violating Brittany, but using cigarette burns on her abdomen. Screams emanate from the container. Lisa outside, weeping in silence, unable to bear covering her ears. Meanwhile, David finally notices the anomaly in Lisa's message, believing his niece is in trouble. He inquires with the farm owner, learning they never arrived nor made contact, their phone constantly off. David's girlfriend initially planned a vacation with him. Now he must abandon their plans to investigate Lisa's whereabouts. Simultaneously, the container welcomes the day's third guest, donning a sinister mask, emitting strange noises, both girls frightened, unaware of his true identity. Ultimately, the masked man chooses Brittany. After the humiliation, he places the mask on Brittany's head, departing with an air of arrogance. Brittany, unable to see his face, yet the crucifix tattoo on his arm burned into her memory. Elsewhere, David visits the local police station for information, coincidentally greeted by Officer Ethan, who had assaulted Lisa. David remains unaware that he is the brother's informant within the police. Ethan feigns cooperation, revealing details about the girl's disappearance, turning to the trafficker brothers, discussing countermeasures. Since David has reached the police station, they decide to kill the girls and destroy evidence. Unbeknownst to them, Lisa overhears their hushed conversation. After the villains depart, she quietly shares the news with Brittany. Now their only hope for survival lies in fighting back. At that moment, the curly-haired man who violated Brittany returns, assigned to watch over the girls. As the other villains continue seeking new targets in town, seeing the opportunity, Lisa feigns affection, catching the curly-haired man off guard, biting through his neck, killing him instantly using the keys from his body. They unlock their handcuffs, regaining their freedom. Soon after, Officer Ethan arrives at the small woods, discovering the curly-haired man dead outside the container. He prepares to chase them in his car, only to see the girls have already taken it, driving away to freedom. On their way back, Lisa spots a girl by the road seeking a ride. Without hesitation, she drives straight toward the town. Brittany gazes at the girl, feeling a wave of emotions. Not long ago, they too were carefree, boarding a stranger's pickup truck. Leading to their most tragic experience, determined to prevent a recurrence, they decide to seek revenge. First, the girls visit a hardware store for supplies: hatchets, ball-peen hammers, nails, baseball bats, nearly every conceivable weapon. They inquire about the bearded ringleader's address from the store owner. Upon returning home, the bearded man is ambushed by Lisa and Brittany. They embed nails into the baseball bat, increasing its power. He is struck repeatedly, nails distorting his features, then tied to a table by the girls and brutally tortured, forced to reveal his accomplice's whereabouts. He pleads for mercy, hoping the girls would show compassion and spare him, yet he forgets. Not long ago, the girls begged him the same way, only to be met with humiliation and violence. Seeing that his pleas are futile, the bearded man divulges his accomplice's location and where he hid his money, hoping the girls would spare him after taking the cash. As expected, they find a metal box in the corner of the room containing not only bundles of cash, but also a handgun. The bearded man believes he has escaped death, but the girls still turn their weapons on him. Together, they deliver a fatal blow with the nail-studded bat. The scene so gruesome, even David, who arrives later, is secretly taken aback. After killing the man, Lisa and Brittany drive off in his car, just missing Uncle David. Next, the vengeful duo arrives at the church. Turns out the man who tormented Brittany in an animal mask is the priest. Upon seeing a blood-stained Brittany standing before him, the priest is visibly shocked. He tries to call for help, but is unexpectedly knocked out by Lisa from behind. They tie the priest to the rear of the car and drag him along. Then, as he gasps for breath, ignite gasoline to burn him alive. Meanwhile, David arrives at the local police station to inquire about the investigation and tries to contact his niece with his cell phone. Unbeknownst to him, the phone's ringtone emerges from Officer Ethan's pocket. David instantly realizes the truth, but it is too late. Subsequently, Ethan ties him up, intending to have his way with the newly captured girls before killing him. Just then, Lisa and Brittany arrive in time. They not only knock out Ethan, but also save Uncle David and two innocent girls. Ethan is trapped in a chair for interrogation. He begs the girls for mercy and tries to use money to buy his life. Lisa and Brittany exchange a smile. They pull out a revolver and play Russian roulette with him, letting the wicked old policeman experience the thrill of life and death. After 5 shots were empty, he thought the girls would spare him, but he still couldn't escape the fate of being shot in the head to prevent Uncle David from disrupting their revenge plan. Lisa entrusts the task of rescuing her uncle to the 2 innocent girls. She and Brittany go ahead, rushing to the traffickers' hideout. The first to suffer retaliation is the seemingly kind but malicious old woman. She passes out after drinking a glass of wine. As it turns out, Lisa had secretly put a sedative in it. Lisa and Brittany tie her up in the basement. When the old woman wakes up from unconsciousness, she discovers her younger son is tied up across from her. She begins to beg for mercy, hoping the girls will spare her family and promising to turn over a new leaf, never again to commit heinous acts. Lisa doesn't believe her lies. She then kills the old woman's younger son in front of her. The old woman, having lost her son, goes mad. She curses and swears, venting her hatred, but the more hysterical she gets, the more it fuels the girl's pleasure of revenge. Next, the old woman is pushed into another room. Here, her elder son is tied up. He has some conscience left, constantly repenting for everything he's done and blaming his mother for leading him and his brother astray. Lisa hands him a baseball bat, forcing him at gunpoint to kill his own mother, but the elder son can't bring himself to do it. In the end, he also meets a fate of being shot in the head. The 2 girls wipe off their fingerprints from the gun and put it in the elder brother's hand, making the entire murder case look like a family feud and vendetta. The old woman knows she's doomed, but her strong desire to survive still makes her struggle for the last time. She says there's a lot of money hidden in her house, all in a biscuit tin, hoping to use this money to buy her life, but the girls don't give her that chance. In the end, the wicked old woman has her entire head shredded off by Lisa with a lawnmower. At this point, all the evil people get their deserved retribution. Lisa and Brittany, under their uncle's protection, manage to stay out of trouble. The story ends here. Film Even Lambs Have Teeth debuted in 2015. As a concise, low-budget revenge thriller, it deviates from the usual narrative tropes, making the revenge process smooth and powerful, immensely satisfying. As the title suggests, a pack of wicked wolves, due to a momentary lapse, are annihilated by 2 seemingly meek sheep. Evil often possesses a seemingly strong facade, but when the righteous take up arms, it crumbles just as easily. The entertainment value of the story far outweighs its didactic implications. However, maintaining vigilance when venturing outside is the profound advice this tale imparts. That concludes this video. Thank you for your unwavering support. See you next time.